Hi everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. This video I will be sharing with you guys my full review on the Tom Ford Ultra Shine Lip Gloss in Pink Gilt 04. So if you guys are interested, do stick around. So this is my first foray into the Tom Ford brand, specifically their lip glosses. At the same time, this is actually my very first full review on a lip gloss and a given shade at that. And I thought it was very apt. First of all, I believe, as far as my memory serves me right, that this is the most expensive lip gloss I've ever purchased. This retails for $49 US, and I purchased mine in Neiman Marcus, San Francisco. This, you get 7 ml or 0.24 fluid ounce. This is how the packaging looks like. It comes in a box packaging. It is made in Italy. It has the entire ingredient list on the back, but it's very difficult to read them out just because they're very specific, long chemical names. But it is very straightforward. It doesn't really give you an information product sheet or insert inside as you would, let's say, a Dior lip gloss. And this one is in 04 Pink Gilt. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna begin by showing you guys the shade. This is something I would not have naturally gravitated towards if I was in the counter on my own. And this is how it looks. It is, visually I would describe it as a bronze. I wouldn't even call it a pink bronze. It really just looks like a bronze on the packaging. This is not a glass bottle, by the way. I believe it's a plastic or some kind of a resin container. You get the TF, the Tom Ford logo here, shade name, and the fluid ounces in the bottom. One of the features that I find most impressive about this is the actual packaging. I don't know if I'll be able to show you this in the video, but I will more frequently compare it to the Chanel Glossomers, which is, I think, price range wise, while the Chanel Glossomers and the Dior Addict lip glosses are about the same price range. And to give you guys an idea, that ranges about between 30 to 35 US or Canadian. I think it's more between 31 or 32 US. I think Canadian it is a bit higher, but to give you guys an idea of how far-fetched this is 49. So this is almost $19 or $20 more. So that's quite big. One of the features that I find most impressive about this lip gloss, besides the finish, which I will get to later on, is the packaging. It doesn't look much when you just have it on hand. It looks very typical. It looks like the Burberry lip gloss packaging, but you will feel the quality once you open it. So when you twist it, after a while, it's just gonna automatically come up on its own. It has a suction. It's not like an automatic suction, but it does not get any gloss or build up, or I guess gunk you could say, on the mouth of the gloss where it comes out. Does a very good job of cleaning the wand and just letting you get the exact amount. So you don't get any gunk or buildup in the mouth of the opening, which I think is absolutely amazing. The wand is another thing that I find very impressive. It looks, again, very typical. It's not a doe foot applicator. It's a brush wand, and I believe it's synthetic. But you can see that I don't have any drippings here. With the Chanel Glossomers, I find that a lot of the time there is so much product residue around the wand, and even inside this part there is just so much wasted product. You get nothing on this wand, and I think it's the technology they use in the packaging. And then on the brush applicator itself, I don't know how it does this, but you just get, it's not messy as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna apply it and show you guys. Again, I apologize for my scab here, but I hope you guys see this. The wand has a bit of a density to it. I've used this a couple of times. It does not splay. like, I'm trying to remember a wand that's placed and is very messy from a brand, but I can't, top of mind, I can't think of any. But this one definitely has a density to it and a precision to it when it applies the product, which I think is absolutely amazing. And in spite of me using this a couple of times already, the wand or the brush tip seems like it's the first time I'm using it. It's somehow held on to its density. I hope that makes sense. But I think a big part of my being impressed with this product is not just the finish, but the thought and the technology that came into those very minute details of packaging. If you can see in the opening here where they have the closure, the ridges where you can seal the cap, there is no buildup or residue or gunk of excess lip gloss that has gone to waste. And with my Chanel Glossimer and even a lot of my other products, even the NARS glosses, I would oftentimes have to just wipe the spout off, because even on this part you will find a lot of gunk and just a whole lot of mess and wastage, and this has not done that at all. You guys can see how clean it looks, but I have really used this a couple of times now and it has remained as clean and as if it was literally brand new. So I think I would say the $20 extra that you spend really goes into that, and I'm absolutely amazed. The second part is the formulation. Well, the biggest part is formulation of the product. Now, based on feel and consistency, it is not as sticky as a lip gloss from MAC. It is not also as slippery as the Burberry lip gloss. The Burberry lip gloss has a beautiful finish as well, but it also feels like it just sits on my lip and kind of swims around. It feels messy. It feels like it is gonna go beyond my lip pencil or my lip line. And it feels like it doesn't have the density to stay put. The MAC lip glosses, on the other hand, are very, very sticky, but at the same time, I feel very confident that it's just gonna stay where I put it. The Tom Ford lip gloss is in a beautiful in-between. It is not as sticky as a lip gloss, but it is also not as slippery, or does not have as much slip as the Burberry lip gloss. So it doesn't feel like it's just mess swimming around or just have the potential to bleed off my lip line. The Tom Ford is smooth, it is non-sticky, it doesn't feel like my hair is going to stick to it if the wind blows that direction towards my lip, but it also feels substantially set in place. The final part is the finish. I have to say that it is absolutely amazing. I have it on. I have Tom Ford Pink Dusk lipstick on the bottom, and then I've layered the Pink Gilt 04 on top. It is true to color, and as far as this shade is concerned, which is the first shade I've tried, I find that it gives a certain opaqueness to the color that you see in the tube. It gives off a very bronzy kind of feel. I don't know if the camera will translate that, but I am definitely impressed with it. This is how it looks swatched, and I don't know if it is reflecting a bronzy look to you guys, but for me it definitely does. And I think it really is a good reflection of the color that you see in the tube, and I think for a lip gloss to achieve that is absolutely amazing. There are a lot of other brands that make pretty lip glosses, but most of the time, even with the Chanel Glossimers, they're very, very sheer. It's almost, and it's not very consistent. Some shades are more opaque and more true to color as what you see in the tube. Others are they just look like a gloss. But this one, for being the first one I've tried, really is very promising. I think it really gives me the color payoff that is reflected in the bottom. So that's about it. I hope that was interesting and informative for you guys. I thought I would just share that with you guys because, number one, I think this is an amazing lip gloss. I think for the price, yes, it's steep. I wouldn't recommend getting it in all shades, or if you just need something very clear or just to top off a good lipstick you don't really have to pay $49. That is true, but I think for specific unique shades like this 04 Pink Gilt, I think it is an absolute win. I am very, very happy with this purchase. I don't regret a single dollar one bit, and it really makes me want to look into more shades, but I'm not really jumping on it right away because it is $49. But just to put it out there that I think it is really quality for the value of money that you give. And I think the thought that has come into creating the whole package, not just the color or the formula or the finish, which are all amazing. I think those are really the primary things you look at. But I think the extra $20 being how the wand is, how clean the packaging has remained to be. And if I pull it out, if you guys can see, I'm going to show this to you guys again because I think it's absolutely amazing. After a few twists, it will automatically just go up on its own. And I think it also allows for I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is no mess or product buildup here, meaning I'm not wasting a single drop just on the packaging. Is, I think, genius. And I think for that, I give the Tom Ford lip glosses a AAA 5 stars. So yeah, I guess that's about it. I hope you guys found that interesting and informative. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day or a great evening.